you a little bit of what we're going to go over today. So I'm going to show you how to position yourself so the right people find you. We're going to talk about a creative way to introduce yourself and help you stand out from your competitors. I'm going to show you the secret to showcasing your listings like a pro and where to find ready to use podcast scripts specifically to save you a ton of time and how to streamline your marketing to get results faster. So, Thomas, at this point, I'm not going to check the chat. If you have any questions, feel free to interrupt me, but I'm also going to take questions at the end. So, totally up to you. Alrighty, so let's tap into a few of the results that you can achieve when you're using Canva in your real estate business. So, first and foremost, you don't need to be a designer to create content that gets attention. Like Tomas was mentioning earlier about it, it is very user friendly and it helps you to stand out like a pro without the stress of using other programs like Photoshop and stuff. So here's some of the benefits that you can expect when you use Canva. When you show up consistently with eye-catching professional designs, people start remembering you. And that is how you stay top of mind when they need an agent. Canva makes it super easy to create scroll-stopping content that actually gets people talking about you, but more importantly, direct messaging you. So from listing graphics to lead magnets, Canva helps you market your business like a professional without spending hours on design or money. That's the other big caveat to this. So you can attract more clients while still having a life. Now, a little bit about me. My name is Tracy Henning. First and foremost, I am a proud mama and a wife to an 8-year-old daughter who I swear is going on 18 some days. Just depends on her attitude on that particular day. I am also currently a real estate agent. I have been in the business for over 30 years. So I've seen all kinds of markets. I've seen good markets and bad markets and good markets again and bad markets again. And I've told this story before. I've seen people give away cars to try and sell their homes. I've seen people give away cruises, buy down the interest rate. I've seen a ton of crazy things in my real estate career. I am obsessed with a good tea latte from Starbucks. I had to throw that one in there. And then, of course, I am a passionate business builder. I love helping people in their real estate business. I got into this because people were coming up to me in my office constantly asking me how do I do things. So it was just a natural fit for me to slide into the online world. So we have an amazing free Facebook group called Canva Made Easy for your real estate business. We are almost at 60,000 members in that group. It is the #1 largest group on Facebook. So I would love for you guys to join. You can either search it Canva Made Easy for real estate, or if you have a camera, you can take a quick shot of that QR code, which, by the way, I made in Canva, and that will help you get into the group. So I also am the founder of Agent Social House, which is marketing made easy for your real estate business. Everything I try and do, I try and make it easy for agents. So first and foremost, before I show you some Canva hacks, I want to chat to you a little bit about your social media profile and pages, because what I'm going to go through in Canva kind of ties back to your profile and pages. So this is a little bit of a bonus training that I kind of just threw in here last minute. So because these days home buyers and sellers will actually check out your social media first before they ever visit your website. Why do they do that? Because it's faster, it's more personal, and it gives them an instant feeling for an agent's vibe. So that's why having a strong Instagram bio, having everything dialed in for your Facebook business page is a must. So it's potentially the first thing that people see when they land on your pages, and you only have a couple seconds to grab their attention. So you want to make sure that everything is set up, properly. So today specifically, we're going to go over Instagram. So in order to boost your following on Instagram, you need to be able to get found on the platform. So I'm going to show you different ways that you can do this without having to scream at the top of your lungs to your friends and family, "Can you follow me?" So I'm going to give you the tips on how to do that organically. So when you go to your profile, this is just so you know, this is a fake profile that I did up. So if you go on here, you won't find everything specific about this profile. But I wanted to point out, so first and foremost, you want to make sure that you have a clear photo of yourself. A lot of times we have amazing branding photos for a real estate business where we might be leaning up against a building. We've got a beautiful backdrop. But when it comes to social media, people are scrolling on their devices. So you know what happens to your profile picture? It gets really small. People want to see you. They want to see a photo of you without the distraction of everything in the background. So you can take those beautiful branding photos that you've done and you can remove the background and replace it with, if you have particular branding colors that you can do, you can put that in the background. So first and foremost, we want to make sure that we have a good photo, preferably from the neck up. We don't want those full body shots because we want people to see your lovely face. Now, this is probably the number one area that a lot of people overlook. You want to make sure that you are putting the name of the area that you service in your name. So you've got two names when it comes to Instagram. So you have your Instagram name, which is your @ symbol. So for us, it's @Porchlight. But then you have the highlighted bold black name that goes underneath your photo. So this name is actually searchable on Instagram. So think of it like Google. When people are on Instagram and they're searching for real estate in your particular area, if you have your area listed in your name, your profile will get shown on their feed. So you want to make sure that you are including the areas that you service within your name in your Instagram profile. Now, this is where you want to put a fun "I help" description so clients know what to expect when they're working with you. So this is your opportunity to you can use emojis to let people know a little bit more about you. Now, you also want to include your business address, and again, to help you get found on the platform. So these are, a couple of specific ways that you can help get your profile out to more people. And a lot of people don't know about these little tips and tricks. So I wanted to make sure that I share this with you today. Now, you can have a simple call to action, or a CTA is what we call it, like your website or click below for a free home evaluation. And if you don't have a website or a lead magnet of any kind, you could always put DM the word home for all the listings or something like that. So, or sorry, DM me and use the word home. So if you don't have a website or a lead magnet of some sort, you can just put a small sentence in there to get people to send you a message. And then, of course, once they contact you, you can take that conversation further with them. So let's dive into what I'm going to show you today using Canva. So when somebody lands on your profile, not only can they learn a little bit about you from your profile description, but you also have the opportunity to pin up to 3 posts to the top of your profile. So think of it this way. If your Instagram profile was your home, your bio is your front door. And your 3-pin posts are the beautifully styled entryway that makes people want to stay. So these posts should ideally answer who you are, what you do and how you can help them, and how to take the next step. So, sorry. So why does this matter? Because when a potential client lands on your profile, they're scanning super quickly. Like I say, you have about 3 seconds to grab their attention. So they want to be able to see who you are and why they should trust you as an agent. So they're more likely to stay on your profile, maybe send you a direct message. And so before you worry about, posting your next viral post, you want to make sure that your bio is clear, that you have the opportunity to put 3-pin posts on your profile. You do not have to do all 3 of them, but there is the opportunity to do that. So, and this is what they'll look like when they are pinned to your profile. So today I'm going to show you. So we are going to dive into Canva right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to quickly set up an about me template for your Instagram profile. So now this is something that you can post on Facebook as well too. And I should have had this in the slide and I just realized I didn't. My apologies. So how do you pin your post? Once you've posted your image of yourself, your about you image, you'll go back to your profile. So I'm going to show you how easy how to pin it. So once you've posted this to your Instagram or Facebook profile, you'll go back to your profile and you'll see in the top right-hand corner, you're going to see 3 little dots. You're going to click that and it'll give you the opportunity to pin to the top of your page. So that's how you do it. It's super simple. Make sure you post your graphic first. Then you'll go back to your profile and you'll go pin to the top. So it really is super easy to do. And my apologies, I should have included that into the slide and I never did. So I'm going to show you now inside of Canva how to create a super simple graphic so that when people are scrolling on Instagram, we're doing what's called a carousel post. So when you're on Instagram, carousel posts are those posts where you're swiping to find out more information. So this is the type of template that we're going to do today. So this is my Canva version of swiping. So when they swipe, they're going to see your first image here. Then you're going to tell them that you're a realtor, that this is where you're going to give them a little bit of information about you, that you love coffee. Maybe you have 12 cats. You're the best cat lady in the world. You're a mom of 3. You are afraid of the dark, whatever the case may be, and you love candies. So we're going to give people a little bit of information about you, but today I'm going to show you how super simple this is to recreate this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Canva. Now, when you're creating this, typically a lot of people are used to the 10 by 80 by 10 by 80 typical square that used to be Instagram standard size. A couple years ago, they've changed it to 1080 by 13 by 50. So let me just pop into my menu here. So when you are landing in your Canva account, just come over here to create. And you can see if you hover, Instagram post will usually come up at the beginning. If it doesn't for you, you can type the name in here. But you can see the measurements that you want to use is the 1080 by 1350. So you're just going to click on that, and then that is going to take you to give you, let's go back to the bottom here, a blank page of 1080 by 1350. The reason why it literally gives you more real estate on their feed. So when people are scrolling, they're going to see more of you. So you want to make sure that you are using that size. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to add that photo of you. So we're going to just go over to elements. We're going to scroll down to where we see frames. So I'm going to click on this. Now you can make this as big and small as you want. So you can do that by dragging the corner. You can go up and down until you get it to the size that you want. Now, we're not going to make this center, but I'm going to show you how you know if things are center. So you're just going to hold your mouse and you can move this around. And once you see the line in the middle and across, you know that you are in center of your design. So it's kind of cool how Canva helps you determine that you've got things centered. So I'm going to move it down slightly because I think that's what I have on this design. Yes. Okay. So then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a photo of me, which I don't think I have any. Oh, I just have them of my family. So I'm going to do just a quick headshot. So let's just pretend these are photos of you. So you're just going to click on your mouse and drag it over. But if you're like, oh my God, my head is cut off, how do I fix that? Don't panic. You're just going to click. You can go up here to the crop and you can move it. So you can move it down. Again, you can make it bigger or smaller. So we're just going to play around with it slightly. We'll hit done. And there you go. I'm actually going to move it up just a little bit more. Okay. Now, again, I want to make sure that I am centered in the design. The next thing I'm going to do is we are going to add the text. So super simple, quick shortcut with your keyboard. All you need to do is hit the T, the letter T, and look what happens. The text box comes up. So we're going to put, hi, I'm Tracy. I think that's what I had, right? Yes, hello or hello. Okay, and again, you can drag it back and forth until you get it to the size that you want, or you can use it up here to increase the font. Okay, the other thing that I had on here is your Instagram handle. So I'm just going to take this and you can either duplicate it or you can hit T again on your keyboard. And I'm just going to add, I don't need a period, I'm going to add my Instagram handle. Now, if you want to make this a different font, like we've done here, we've used Montserrat. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm going to pronounce it. If you come over here to where it says play or display, you can change it to that, or you can search. There are like thousands and thousands of different types of text styles or font styles that you can use in your designs. So I'm just going to pop that in here. Then what we're going to do is we are going to add all of this information about you. So again, just hitting T on my keyboard. I am over Option R. There we go. Now I'm going to show you a super simple way to put the background of white in here. So we've done a realtor and then I'm going to go back and fill some of this. So at this point, you're going to go to effects. Once you click on effects, you're going to scroll down to where it says background. You're going to click on that. Now Canva defaults to this obnoxious yellow. And I think it's just to let you know that they've actually highlighted the text that you want, but don't panic. You can change this to whatever color. So we're going to click on the yellow dot at the bottom and we're going to change that to white. Okay. Once we've done that, I'm just going to unclick it and I'm just going to move it so you can see it a little better. You can see there's a little difference. See how these ones are more rounded and this one's a little bit more square. Gives you the ability to make it as square as you want or as round as you want by sliding the roundness. What is that called? slider, I guess. I'll call it a slider. And again, you can play around with how wide you want it. If you want it wider or a little more narrow, I'm just going to keep it at 50%. And then, of course, if you want it transparent, so if you want your photo to show a little bit in the background, you can use the transparency slide right here, but we're going to keep it a solid white. So then what you're going to do is you're just going to move it into the place that you want it. I am going to tilt it slightly, which you are going to do just by using that down here. Okay. Now, once you've done it once, all you're going to do is duplicate this. So we're going to click the duplicate button. And then all we need to do is change the text to I love cats. And again, you can just move this around to whatever location that you have. So just for ease of time, and you're just going to repeat this process. You're going to duplicate it, and we're going to duplicate it over here. And again, we're just going to tilt it. So you're just going to put a few, I would say just do the 6 that we have in this particular template. So I'm going to go back and use this template. Now, to make it a carousel post, it's super simple where you have multiple images. Like I was saying from the beginning, you start with your main slide. You have your next one here and here. We're going to go to your finish. I'm going to just delete this and work off of here again. We're going to go to your finish slide, and we're just going to duplicate this again 6 times because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to hit the duplicate page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, you can either work backwards or work from the top to the bottom, whichever way you prefer. I'm going to just go back up to the top. So this was our main slide, but we want to get rid of all of this stuff. So I'm just going to go through and I'm just going to delete these, but you don't have to worry because they're in your next slide. So this is your main slide. Then the next one was I'm a realtor. So we're just, again, whoops, we're going to click on this and we're going to just delete them. And you're just going to repeat this process. Now, if you want to do this a little quicker, so I've showed you how to do it individually, you can just click on this, hold your shift key, click on this, click on that, hit the delete button once, and it's all gone. So the next one is we're going to put I have 12 cats and shift and then delete. So you're just going to repeat this process. Next one is I'm a mom of 3, shift until you are left. Now, when you make a mistake, this is what's fantastic is you just can hit the undo button because I realized I didn't duplicate enough slides. So I'm going to do that again, delete that out, and you are left with all of your slides. So I'm just going to get rid of these ones here and this one. So now you've got all of your slides ready to go. So once you've done this, you're going to come over to share. Now, here's a little tip for you. So I would always make all of your edits on your computer. But when it comes time to downloading them to your ISIS so you can upload them to Instagram and Facebook, I would go to your phone, download. Canva has an amazing app. Download it to your phone, then open up your mobile app and download it directly to your phone. This will download it to your computer, and then you got to send them to your phone. But if you just open up the app inside of Canva, you're going to open it up. You're going to do the exact same process as this. You're going to go share. You're going to find the download button, and it should default to PNG. If for some reason it doesn't, if you just click on this is the one that you're going to choose, PNG. And then you're just going to download all of the pages. Once you hit download, it'll send it to your phone. And then when you are posting this on Instagram or Facebook, you want to make sure that you are posting them in the right order. So when you open up your Instagram or Facebook account, I'm just going to go over down here to grid view. You're making sure that this is the first photo, this is the second photo, this is the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and so on. Now, if you're wondering why you see a January 2nd date here, that's because I'm using one of the templates that we have inside of Agent Social House. So we've actually designed this template for you. All you need to do is come in here and plug in your information. So we've done the design for you. So I just wanted to use a simple template that you could recreate yourself. But you want to make sure that when you are uploading it into your Instagram or Facebook, that you're making sure that this is slide number 1. Sorry, that's the main slide. Slide number 1, slide number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So before I dive into the next thing, does anybody have any quick questions? Or Thomas, do you want me to just dive into the next one?
I don't have questions. I think we're good to dive to the next one.
Okay, perfect. So the next one that I wanted to show you guys is Canva gives you the ability to create a website. It's crazy. So Canva has come a long ways. So you do not have to pay somebody 6,000, 10,000, thousands of dollars to create a website for you. You can actually create it inside of Canva. So just to speed things up for today, I am using a template that we already have inside of Agent Social House. But again, if you wanted to, I'm just going to go back here and I'm just going to go to home. If you wanted to create one yourself, you just, again, go create and then type in the word website. And you want to choose the first one here. So if you want to do one yourself, that's not a problem. What's great is you have tons and tons of templates to choose from, but instead of getting overwhelmed with choosing a website template, if you come to the top where it says search website templates and type in real estate, guess what happens? All the websites that are specific for real estate would pop up. So again, you can just come in here and pick and choose what you like. But just for speeding up today's presentation, I'm going to use a template that we already have that we've designed for our members inside of Agent Social House. Now, this is specifically one for a single listing. So if you've got a brand new listing and you really want to wow your sellers, tell them, hey, you know what? I've got your own personal website. Once you've created this, you can give them the URL and then they can share it everywhere. So again, I'm going to show you how simple it is to create a website. So once you've chosen your template, you're literally just going to come in here and put in your information. So I'm just going to click your name and I'm going to replace it with my name. I'm going to put I'll keep the address the same, but you're just going to go in here and click and update. Let's just go in here real quick and we'll look for a house photo, even though we have one. I'm just going to quickly swipe it out. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to just drag and drop that photo in. And again, like I mentioned before, sorry, I just have to move you guys around. Come up here to crop, and then you can move it around to where it looks good. So I'm going to just click on that and so on and so forth. So let's just say you've done all of your customizing. You've got a little, 1 or 2 sentence description about your listing. But let's just say you're like, Tracy, I do not like the color. I want to brand it to my color that I'm using in my real estate business. I will show you a super simple way to change the color. So we're going to click on this and you're going to click the background color. So we are going to change it. And just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to use like a super bright color. We're going to change it to pink. Okay. So once you've changed it to your branding color, you'll see at the bottom, Canva gives you the option to change all of the areas on your website that have that particular color. Okay, so we're just going to hit the change all button. And then if we go to grid view again, oh, I guess I should have shown you guys what it looked like before, but you'll see everywhere where it's changed the pink. You want to make sure you do go through the template because this one is a slightly different color. Oops, I want to unlock it. So I want to change it to the pink. Okay. That's how easy it is to update to your branding colors. Now I'm going to go back to the original color here. Okay. So that's one little trick that you can do. The other thing that you can do is instead of going through your whole template, changing everywhere where we've got our sample address, if you just click on where you want to change it, then you're going to go to File and you're going to Find and Replace Text. We're going to click on this. We're going to tell Canva, I want you to go everywhere where it says 1234 LaRue Street. And I want you to change it to 4567 Smith Avenue. Okay, so we're telling Canva to go ahead and do this for us. It's super simple. Then we're going to hit replace all. And you can see everywhere where we had LaRue Street has now been changed to Fifth Avenue. I think we just had it on the first couple. Okay, so just to remind you where to find that, go to File and scroll down to Find and Replace Text. Okay, now I want to show you another simple trick when it comes to creating a website. So we've got your website, we've got your photos, we've got your description. It looks amazing. Your sellers are going to be wowed. If you want to do this, oh, I should have had. Does anybody have an address of a listing that they could just pop in the chat? Because I just want to show you a real quick thing. We're going to get rid of this photo. And what I'm going to do, Canva also has the ability to embed a Google map within this website. So I am just going to go over to apps in Canva and I'm going to type in Google.
Jeannie put an address on the chat, Tracy, that you can use.
Oh, thank you. Okay, perfect. I'll grab that in just a second. So you're going to go over to apps. You're going to go to Google Maps, and then you're going to click on Google Maps. And there, this is where I need your address. So let me just grab it from the chat and paste and then enter. And look what happens. So Jeannie, does this look like the location of your listing? It should be. So anyways, so that is so cool. So you can embed a Google map right into your website. And again, same thing. You can make it bigger or smaller. So then I will show you once it's on your website, when people come here, they can click, they can get directions, they can see where it's located. So this is a cool little feature that you can embed in on your website or any of your other of your marketing material. What I'm going to do again, let's just pretend that it's all finished. So let's have a look as to what it's going to look like on the internet. So you can hit preview and it's going to show you what it's going to look like. So you can, take a look at it and you could see, oh, that's cool. So again, if you click on this, it's going to open up inside of Google Maps. I'm going to click on that And then you can see that Google Maps has popped up. Super simple. Okay. Now, if you go over here, you'll see desktop. It has also been magically formatted to your mobile phone. So you do not have to do anything to format it to your phone. Canva will do that for you. So you can have a look and see. And again, you might go, oh, that picture doesn't look good there. I'm going to take it out. So you want to make sure that, you're happy with the design and everything that you've done on Canva. So once you are ready to publish your website, you want to get it live, you want to get it over to your people. Again, we're going to go to publish website. So now Canva, you can do this with a free URL from Canva. However, I wouldn't recommend it because you'll see that it's a really long, like porchslot.my.canva.site. Like it's a super long URL, but what's really cool is you can get a new one. So you just click here and you can either buy your own or bring your own domain. So if you have a website already, you can bring it into Canva and attach this single listing website, or you can purchase one from Canva. You can see it because I'm a Canadian account, it's in Canadian dollars, but you can see it's super cheap. It's like $24 a year. So, and then you're just going to follow the steps to publish your website. Okay, I'm just going to move you guys again. We're going to go back to publish website. So you're going to choose your domain and then you're going to click publish settings. Now, see where it says at the top icon single listing website? This is what's going to show up on the internet. So what I would recommend doing is changing it to your address. So we're going to change this at the top to 4567 Smith Avenue. That way, when you are searching within Canva as well, you can find all the websites that you've done by putting the address in the search bar, and this website will come up again that you can just make a copy and do another listing that you have. Okay. So we want to go to publish settings again, and you can see the tab at the top has been changed to the address of your listing. The welcome description, which is going to be the front page of your website, will also show up. So let's just pretend it doesn't say KLDGO, blah, blah, blah. This is where you've put a sentence or two about your website. And then you're simply going to follow the instructions for Canva and publish your website. And it's that simple. It's not overly difficult. So that's the number 2 thing I wanted to show you. And then the last thing that I wanted to share with you is we're talking about, I'm here obviously on the Icons of Real Estate's masterclass, which I'm sure a lot of you know. Maybe some of you don't. They are the geniuses behind casting. So for some of you that have podcasts, I'm sure you guys know that, you go to do a podcast and it's a no-show. The person that you were supposed to interview didn't show up. And now you're like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I talk about? Well, I wanted to show you a really cool area inside of Agent Social House. And guess what? We have a ton of video and podcast scripts literally already written out for you. So we have different topics. So if you are ever stuck into like, oh my God, like, what do I do now? You can come into Agent Social House and choose any one of these scripts. And we have like a ton of them to choose from. And then you have your topic if you end up getting ghosted by the person that you're supposed to interview. So we've got all kinds of content that you could also interchange. We also have blog posts. So again, you can take any of our blog posts and make it into a video script. So again, if you're ever caught where you're like, I have a no-show, then you can, pick any one of these scripts to help you out. Now, the last thing that I wanted to show you real quick, I just want to go back into present mode. I just have a couple more things. I wanted to show you a little bit about what it's like to work with me, what's included inside of our membership, if you're interested at all. So I'm just going to quickly go through this. So like I mentioned earlier, I am also the founder of Agent Social House, where we try and make real estate marketing as easy as possible for you. So it is a monthly membership designed for agents seeking modern, profitable solutions. So when you apply our content, you'll get seen by thousands of people in your local community, because that's what's important. That's where the buyers and sellers are within your community. So some of the things that you'll receive inside of our membership is done for you campaigns. We have coaching twice a month, so we don't want to leave you stuck. We'll definitely help you out. We have Canva specific coaching once a month. And then we have real estate marketing coaching, where we have mini trainings and answer any of your questions to help you get unstuck from where you are. And then, of course, we have all kinds of content that you'll need for your real estate business and a community. We service agents from all over North America. We have people, we do reach a global audience. However, we're not huge in the UK. We're not huge in Australia. We're not huge in the Middle East. However, we've had members from all of those areas as well too. You can take any of our content and apply it to your area. So inside of Agent Social House, we teach real estate agents to turn likes into leads and clicks into clients, because when it comes to social media, you do not own your followers. So we teach you how to get your followers off of social media and into your database. Because at the end of the day, when you go to retire from real estate, you want to be able to sell your business. And what's the first thing that they look at? They're going to look at your database. How many clients do you have? So we show you how to get those people from social media to your database. And we do this by providing a plug and play lead generation system with our lead builder campaigns that are going to track your ideal client on autopilot. So here's what you get inside of Agent Social House. Basically everything you need. A beautifully designed download, which is this little mock-up right here. An opt-in page. So we provide the tech piece. We use Flowdesk as our CRM. However, our content works with whatever CRM that you use. We also give you a thank you page plus an email nurture sequence that once they become a lead, we've written this all for you. So again, you can use it. It's a plug and play system. If you want to customize it, you can go ahead. So you're not struggling to figure it all out, because we've done the hard work for you. Now, bonus number one inside of the membership, which is probably one of our members' favorite area, is our monthly playbook. So we give you instant access to that particular template that I showed you inside of Canva, how to recreate that. That's included in our membership, plus thousands of other templates that you can just take and post to your social media channels. So when it comes to social media marketing, consistency is key. But a lot of times people can get stuck with A, they don't know what to talk about. B, they're not a graphic designer. Or C, they're not a captions, like a copywriter. Like, what do I say? So we've covered all of that for you. We do a monthly playbook every single month that gives you posts, templates, and captions for every single day of the month. So you don't have to post every single day of the month. You can pick and choose what you want. Plus, you have access to the previous year. So you can go back into October and maybe there's something in there that you like. We also, for those of you that are really good with video, or maybe you want to do more video, but you're like, I do not like the camera. I don't want to do video. We actually have created a huge library of faceless reels. So these are reels where you can post to Instagram and be able to utilize that reach, because right now Instagram favors reels as well as carousel posts. So that post that we did inside of Canva, that's called a carousel post. So Instagram loves those two things. So if you want to get more eyeballs on your business, you need to be posting more reels and more carousels. So we also have a section of carousels inside the membership. So we also have newsletters. These are all done for you. So again, you just got to pop in your contact information. We have an area there you can see just listed, just sold for your listings. We have content that's totally pre-written. So this is a great way to nurture your database or the people that are coming into your leads. And then, like I mentioned before, we got lots of podcast scripts for you guys. Plus, we have so much more. So I always talk about if you just got one deal from what we provide inside of Agent Social House with our content and our coaching, it'll literally pay itself for years to come. So we always tell people, don't sell your home on your own. Don't for sale by owner your home. So don't for sale by owner your own marketing, because when you dive into social media management, how to set up a funnel, it can run you anywhere, like how to create a website, $9,500 to over $21,000. And the reason why I know this is because I went down this road before. So these are the costs that I've actually paid myself personally to put all of this together before I created Agent Social House. So agents at Agent Social House, your monthly fee is $57 a month. But because you guys are an amazing audience for icons of real estate, I have a coupon that you can use for today. It'll give you 40% off of our monthly rate, your first charge. So your first payment will go down to $34.20. So if you want to just try us out, poke around, see if we're a fit, go ahead, use that code. The code is I to be able to just, check us out. I'd love to have you inside of the membership. So if you have your phone handy, you can go ahead and it'll take you directly to the page that you need to be at, or you can go to porchlight.com/agent-social-house. And again, there we go. If we have any questions, I'm going to just pop back over to this slide, or sorry, no, this slide here. I'll keep it up for a few seconds, just if you guys want to grab that info. And I am here to answer any questions that anybody may have.
Well, Tracy, thank you. Thank you so much for coming on the masterclass. We're wrapping up a little bit over the hour here. So if everyone has questions, feel free. I'm still here. But Tracy, like the thing of the listing website, that's like genius, because you get people selling that to real estate agents and charging, $50 a pop. And that's something that you can do it in just a few minutes. It's incredible. Thank you so much for sharing. But I'll leave it to the questions. There's Jeannie's. She's asking what is the charge after the first month?
So the charge after the first month is $57.
So it goes back to
this
original
month,
price.
yes, goes back to the original price of 57.
We got someone asking here on the chat before, like, what market are you in, Tracy?
So I'm from Canada. I am located just outside of Vancouver. So I am on the west coast of Canada or North America. So that is where I'm located. And I totally forgot to tell you guys that at the beginning. I just realized.
Awesome. Does anyone have any more questions? Now is the time. You have a Canva expert in front of you. That will be the time. I might have some questions that I'll email you in middle of the night. Okay, Tracy?
No problem.
How do I do this?
Just so you know, I keep my phone in the laundry room for the purpose of not hearing the ding ding every time it goes off, either an email or a text.
So I have a question on your newsletters. Do you put out a new content, like, I don't know, before the month? So that every month there's a new like template that,
Yes.
and then are there a lot of fields that we can fill in on our own to personalize them, or?
Yes. Yep, 1,000%. So we release our newsletters at the first of the month. So coming up in April 1st will be the April newsletter. We keep all of our previous newsletters. So again, you could go, and they're not titled, like we don't title them April newsletter. We call it your market update is the name of the newsletter. But of course, you can customize it to whatever you want. You can call it the, I don't know, hot stuff market or what, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so they get updated every month, and you can go back in and take any of the older newsletters. And if you want to do a newsletter like twice a month or something like that, you can do that. Or you can take the template and just duplicate it and substitute different content. So we do have areas that have your photo and your contact information and everything that we provide. So you can personalize it to you and to your marketplace as well. And I should also mention, in our monthly playbook, we usually give you a couple different styles to choose from. So if you don't like a particular style, or if you're like, oh, maybe so-and-so in my area is also an agent social house, like, what do I do? Like, I don't want to do that. We give you a couple different styles, and I always tell people, do not worry about what somebody else is doing, because number one, you don't have the same set of followers. You have followers that follow you, and and there are followers that follow your competition. So you do not have to worry about posting the same stuff as somebody else, because we give you a couple different styles. Plus, you can customize all of it. So you can change it and tweak it. And they're not going to see it. They're not going to see your stuff and somebody else from your office. I can just guarantee you that, because like I say, you guys have two different sets of audiences following you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you, Tracy.